When most people think of the 1970s, they think of bad hairstyles, boring architecture, and cars the size of boats. Change and progression don't usually come to mind. However, at a small teachers' college tucked away in a small conservative town called Harrisonburg, Virginia, a major transformation began to take place. A change that would not just expand the size of the institution, but transform it into a full-fledged modern university. In the early days of Madison College, rules governing the social lives of the students were the norm. After all, the mission of the school was to educate girls on how to be proper. Well, over time, things changed. As the school grew, rules loosened, and males began to be admitted. Buildings were built and new land was acquired. However, when President Carrier was inaugurated, the school would change forever. The Carrier Administration's rapid expansion of the university and expansion of freedoms in the early 1970s changed the institution from a small conservative teaching college into a comprehensive university. When Carrier was inaugurated, plans were set into motion to expand the school. Fortunately, he had experience with educational growth at his previous institutions. Immediately, Carrier began to implement plans of action that would grow the school both academically and physically. The academic departments were expanded beyond the traditional teaching college model as to attract a wider variety of students. More professors were brought in, and more majors were introduced. He added a business school, football team, and more dorms to attract males and close the gender gap. Nightly curfews were eliminated and social rules mostly banished. Madison became instantly more attractive to students that might not have ever considered the institution. One change in policy, however, would transform the culture of Madison more significantly than any other: alcohol. In 1974, the drinking age in Virginia was lowered to 18. Carrier saw this as an opportunity to help foster student growth. Alcohol was subsequently allowed in the dorms as indicated by the student handbook. This was fantastic to the entire student body and symbolized a transformation into a modern university that let the students make their own decisions. With the expansion of the school, there were some growing pains. However, Carrier always had an answer. Campus cadets were employed to help deal with small policy violations so the police would concentrate on school safety. He would even individually respond to letters from parents. He was so adored by the students that they called him Uncle Ron. Throughout the 1970s, President Carrier's administration expanded the school's physical footprint, academic programs, as well as changed the school's culture. Without these changes, Madison would not be where it is today. Those crucial years were the building blocks that helped turn a small teaching college into a full-blown university.